Hi, I'm Judy with Amazing Trails Yoga, hiking part of the Appalachian Trail along the Housatonic River in Connecticut. Today's practice offers you a sweet variety of asanas certain to delight your palate when you're hungry for different poses and a new fusion of flavor. See you on the mat. We will start seated on our calves, on our heels. You could sit on a block, utilize it anytime you like. We'll bring our arms up and around on the inhale. Exhale, coming down. Shoot our arms forward into child's pose. Drop our third eye to the mat. Coming back to our heels, we'll inhale on the way up. Exhale down. Shoot our arms forward into child's pose. Walk our arms out to the left. Bring our hips a little bit to the right. Give ourselves a nice stretch on the right side. Breathing in and breathing out. Walk our arms forward into child's pose. And over to the right side, bring our hips a bit to the left. Drop down, enjoy the pose. And walk our arms forward. We're bringing our hands back up to our hips. Inhale up. Exhale down and around. Bring our arms forward into child's pose. Come over the tops of our feet. That brings our arms out a little bit further. A chest opener. And coming back. We'll inhale our arms up. Exhale down and around. Slide forward into child's pose. Pick up our heels. And keep going, sliding down into Sphinx. Drop your pelvis toward the mat. Take a nice breath in and out. Putting our feet together, we're stacking our feet and turning to the right, keeping our forearms to the mat. A nice side stretch. Our feet are stacked, our forearms are on the mat. And coming back to our abs, we're rotating to the other side. Our forearms are down, our feet are stacked. And coming back, we'll pick up our seat, slide our arms back. And when we're almost up, we'll take our hands and point our fingers toward our toes. Our palms come down to the mat. You can come up over your feet. We're in a toes pose. And enjoy the nice stretch on your wrists. Beginning a nice early toes pose. This is so good for our arms. And we come up in a full toes pose. Take your hands together, your palms, interlace your fingers. Just rotate your wrists around. Maybe the other way. Very lovely. We'll inhale our arms up and coming down. Take our hands and we're sliding forward into a cow. Our abs are coming down to the mat, our shoulder blades are back, and we're bringing our hips up to the sky into a downward facing dog. To pedal at your feet. leg up to the sky and down. Your left leg up, we're adding some circulation. Right leg comes up and down. Left up and down. Maybe you can go a little higher each time. It doesn't really matter. Now bring your right leg up to the sky. Bend your leg at the knee. Stack your hips one right over the other. Look under your right arm. Squaring off your hips, you'll bring your right knee to your right elbow and back up to the sky. Right knee to left elbow. Straighten your right leg. Bring it to the ground. Drop your left heel to the mat. Extend your left arm up to the sky. We're in a drunken triangle. And bring your left arm down to the mat. Your right leg comes underneath, back up to the sky. Looking between your hands. We'll lunge our right foot between our hands. You could always help it along the way. Very lovely. Your hips, your pelvis is squared off to the front of the mat. You're straightening your front leg, your right leg, and back. You could use blocks to bring the earth closer to you. Go back and forth a bit. Your leg doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Just limbering up. When your leg comes back, your hips come back. Drop your left heel to the mat. Extend your right arm up to the sky. Your front right leg is bent. I hope I said your left arm up to the sky, not your left leg. And bring your left arm down to the mat as we reverse and bring your right arm up to the sky. Bring your right arm down. Take your right foot and point it toward your left hand. Bring your left leg in a little ways. We're going to take our left hand over our right foot. Your right arm comes over and across to your left foot. And we're dropping the crown of our head toward the mat. Opening up our shoulders, our legs, our hamstrings. We're slowly coming up with our right arm crossed over our left. We're going to keep wrapping them around into an eagle's wrap. Take your heels together, your toes come out. We'll bend our legs at the knees and we're going to swish back and forth. We're batting flies out of the way. Your forearms are parallel to the ground. We're going back and forth. Get these flies out, swatting at the flies. Loosening up and coming to a stillness. We'll bring our arms up and straighten our legs. And heel toe, our toe heel, our feet together. Lift your all 10 toes up, separate them, bring them down to the earth. Now our right arm is crossed over our left, so we'll pick up our left leg and bring it around our standing right leg. Maybe you could hook your big toe around your bottom calf. And we're crouching down into an eagle. And if this works for you, you could straighten your left leg and bring it to the mat. We're coming down to the mat, or come down any way that you like. Very lovely. Take your toes and your fingers. You're going to interlace your fingers between your toes, separating each toe as we speak. Your fingers don't have to come all the way down to the webs. We're separating our toes, and this is really good for a yogi toe standing pose. It's awesome for your feet. Makes your feet much healthier. I have arthritis in my left foot, I think. At least I did have arthritis. I was separating my toes every night, putting them in Yogi toe separators like you might use if you ever get a pedicure. And I'll just show you, your feet are scrunched up in shoes all day and very stressed and tense, and then this just helps to relieve them. And rather than getting shots and medicine, I went for this, and I don't even know if I have arthritis in my toes anymore, or my foot rather. So you're enjoying this a bit. You don't have to come all the way down. You'll get used to it. Feels really nice after a while. And we're taking our fingers out from between our toes. Take your peace fingers around your big toe. You can bring your left heel in a bit as you straighten your right leg. It doesn't have to come all the way straight. This is fine. If you want to balance, that's great. Whatever works for you. And coming down, we'll straighten our left leg as far as you like. It does not matter. You do what's best for you. And coming down. Now we're going to straighten both legs. You might want to balance this time. You can try this. Whatever's comfortable. This is a fun pose. And we bring our legs down. I'll come to the side. We're going to work on the abs a little bit. We'll come right into boat pose. Savasana, take your hands under your knees, and we're coming into a low boat, and then back up to a regular boat. You can grab a hold of your knees, come into a low boat, and a higher boat, low, high. If you want, you can just straighten your legs. You don't have to hold on. Everybody's at different levels. Work on your own. Very nice. Grab a hold behind your legs. You can cross your legs, and we're coming over into a downward dog facing the other way. Inhale your left leg up. You're bending your leg at the knee. Stack your hips. Look under your left armpit. Squaring off our hips. We'll take our left knee to our left elbow and up. Our left knee to our right elbow. Straighten your leg, bring it to the earth. Drop your right heel to the mat. Raise your right arm up to the sky, drunken triangle. And bring your right arm down. Your left leg comes underneath, back into the three-legged dog. And we'll bring it through your hands into a low lunge. With your hips square to the side of the mat, we're bringing our pelvis back, straightening our left leg, and bending. Again, you could use blocks to bring the earth closer to you. Just play with this. You don't have to have your leg all the way straight. Back and forth. When you come back, your hips are back. Drop your right heel to the mat. Extend your right arm up to the sky. Trikonasana, triangle pose. One of my favorites. This feels so good. Again, you can be utilizing the blocks. You're bringing your right arm down to the mat, extending your left arm up into reverse Trikonasana, reverse triangle. Bring your left arm down. With your right hand, take your left foot and aim your toes toward the front of the mat. Maybe you could bring your back foot in a little bit closer. We're keeping our right hand on our left foot Bring your left arm around and go for that right foot. Your arms are crossed. Drop the crown of your head toward the mat. A great shoulder opener. Opens up your hamstrings as well. You're slowly coming up with your left arm over your right. Continue to intertwine your arms. We're coming into an eagle wrap. Take your heels toward each other. Your toes are out. Bend your legs at the knees. And we're going to tick-tock our arms from side to side, stretching the sides of our body as well. Our arms can come parallel to the ground, toward the mat, tick-tocking back and forth. Very nice. Bring our arms up to stillness. We can toe heel or heel toe our feet together. Lift all 10 toes. Separate them and bring them down. Our left is over our right, so take your right leg up and you're wrapping it around your left leg, the left standing leg. Maybe you can hook the big toe around your calf. We're in an eagle. And we come down to a crouching eagle. Very nice. Take your top right leg out to the side and we'll make our way down into a seated position any way that you like. Very nice. Your right knee should be up. We're bringing it to the front of the mat, the side of the mat, and we're coming into a low lunge with your left leg behind you. Very nice. We will heel toe our right foot over to our left thumb and we're coming into a pigeon, but don't get too comfortable yet. Keep your left hand to the mat. Your toes are still flexed. We're straightening our right leg and bring our left arm up to the sky and down. Similar to the Trikonasana that we've been doing. Straighten your right leg and your left arm up and down. And one more time, you're straightening your right leg, lifting your left arm up and down. Very nice. Now we can go to the top of our foot, lower our knee. Maybe you could bring your heel in a bit. And we're coming down into a sleeping pigeon. You earned it. Coming down. Taking some beautiful breaths. If you'd like to go a little further, you can lift your shoulders up. Take your left arm, thread the needle, come under your arms, palm up to the sky, and take your left ear to the mat. A more intense eagle or pigeon pose. If you'd like to go even further, you could take your right arm up, bring it around behind you, grab that big toe, and rest your left ear to the mat. Whatever you like. Releasing your toe, wherever you were. We're waking up that sleeping pigeon. Come over the back of your foot and we're coming into a downward dog as you lift your left leg up to the sky. Bring your left knee to your left wrist and your right foot to your right thumb. Again, we are in a nice pigeon pose, but again, don't get too comfortable as you're straightening your front leg and lifting your right arm up to the sky and down. We'll do that again. We straighten our leg, lift your right arm up and down. We'll do that one more time. We're coming up and down. Now you can come over the top of your right foot. Your knee is on the mat. We can come down into the sleeping pigeon. Maybe you could put your heel closer to your hip. It might make it a little bit more comfortable. Coming down, relaxing. If you want a more intense pigeon, you could bring your shoulders up, slip your right arm underneath. Your palm is up to the sky. Your right ear comes to the mat. If you still want even more, you can lift up your left arm, bring it around behind you, go for that big toe. However way you are, just enjoy the moment. Find peace. Releasing whatever you have, and we are making our way up. Take your back leg and bring it around. It is over the top of your left. We're making our way down onto our back, bringing our right leg around and wrapping our legs in an eagle pose. Your left arm comes over your right. And we are in a full eagle. Our elbows can touch our knees. And then you're dropping your heel and your finger to the mat. And coming up, elbow to knee and back. Coming up, elbow to knee and back. Very nice. One more time, elbow to knee and back. Now you could bring your knees up, touch your elbow if you can. Good, that's a nice stretch. Unraveling your arms, bring them out to a T, and you're bringing your hips maybe an inch or two over to the right as you drop your knees over to the left in eagle wrap. You could always take your block and put your knees on the block. And you're enjoying the nice spinal twist, looking up toward the sky. This feels so good. Now scoot your body to the center, bring your knees up and unravel your legs. Keep going so your left is over your right. You're coming into an eagle wrap. Maybe you could hook that big toe. And now your right arm will come over your left. Eagle wrap your arms. Touch your elbow to your knee. And down. The heel to the mat. Your fingertip to the mat. And come up and connect. And back. Coming up and connecting. And back. We'll do that one more time. We're coming up. Leave your legs up. We'll bring our arms down. Touch the mat. And we're unwinding our arms, bringing them out to a T. Take your hips a little bit over to the left as we drop our knees to the right in eagle wrap. Again, you could take the blocks and have your knees rest on the blocks, whatever works for you. You could look up at the sky, you could look over to the left. Feels really nice, this spinal twist. Opens up your arms too, your lymph nodes. Take some nice breaths. And scooching your bodies back to the center of the mat. Bring your knees up. You're unraveling your knees. Take your hands out to the sides of your calves, your ankles,
your feet, pinky toe side of your feet. We're in a happy baby, as if you could stamp the sky with the bottoms of your feet. Take your peace fingers around your big toes. Straighten your right leg as much as you like. And back. Straighten your left leg as much as you like, this time on our backs rather than seated or balanced. And back. You could straighten both legs as far out as you like, as they go. Bend them, come back into child's pose. Take your feet together, your knees together, and we're bringing them down to the mat. Maybe your fingertips can touch your heels. As you lift your pelvis up to the sky, take your arms underneath you, interlace your fingers. Maybe you could come up on your arms a bit into a nice bridge. Unlace your fingers, your palms are facing up to the sky as you lower your hips to the mat, straightening one leg out at a time. We're coming into Savasana. Take up as much room as you like, enough space. Let your body absorb everything it has done. Could begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Make wrist circles, ankle circles one way, the other way. Bring one knee up at a time to your chest. Give yourselves a nice hug. And come to either side. Make your way up to a seated position in Sukhasana. Thank you so much for joining us here in Connecticut along the Appalachian Trail by this beautiful river. I'll have to work on the pronunciation of the river before I say it out loud right now. Make sure you subscribe. We like us, we love you, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.